$1.34 billion liquidated from the cryptocurrency market. More than 360,000 traders absolutely doomed. But you are not one of them. Why? Because I have been preparing you for this crash for more than 3 months. And in this video, I will reveal to you what's gonna happen next. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Simon from Market to Paradise, and you Paradisers, you are absolute legends, because together we have predicted 4 days ago not only the direction of Bitcoin but also the price action in which it will dump towards $85,000. So as you can see, we are nearing that $85,000 level. Also 2 days ago, you remember, we have been talking about this support that have been multiple times tested, and I told you the kind of analogy with the hammer, right? You can imagine this being as a wall, and the more you basically push into it, the weaker it gets, right? So we have been just 1 day ago in this video where we also discussed who hacked the Bybit exchange. We have been discussing this support zone, and I told you guys, this is the time for the bears to take over, and the market makers will make loads of money if we start to liquidating the crypto noobs right from the price of $96,500,000. So as you can see perfectly, we have not even wicked above our 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, exactly as we have been expecting, and right now Bitcoin is trying to find some demand above the $85,000, but we will be talking about that. Firstly, congratulations to everyone, and mostly shout out to ParadiseTeam VIPs, because you remember I have been talking to you in these videos about every single movement. We have got it right in this ending diagonal, up down, we don't care, but also from the 19,500 we have been accumulating heavily, and I told you right here at 109,500, which was exactly the top. With ParadiseTeam VIPs, we have been closing all of our long positions. Take a look, for example, at this Bitcoin trade that we have taken from $92,000. We have closed wonderfully at $109,500, exactly the top. This is how professional trading looks like. Small stop loss, high returns. That's what you need for long-term success. Then I have been updating together with the ParadiseTeam VIPs by telling them that Bitcoin is pretty much over after we have closed our long positions, but we are about to have some more fun, a little fun with altcoins. I told that on January 20, you remember, altcoins being a little bit pumping, but after that we have decided this is it. We have with ParadiseTeam VIPs closed absolutely everything, as you can see right here, all spot trades and also futures trades, altcoin positions, and the most important call that we have made is that we have sold everything, almost everything that was on our Bitcoin hard wallet that we have been accumulating with our profit withdrawals for 2 to 3 years, ladies and gentlemen. This was absolutely the most essential call, okay? Because afterwards we started to dump heavily. So not only we have closed everything and also sold our accumulated Bitcoin over the past 2 to 3 years that we have been accumulating basically since $19,000 right here, when we started to recognize this new trend to the upside, we have also started to position ourselves into some nice short positions. So I cannot show you just yet the targets. I will show you the targets, I promise, once we take a first profit target. But for example, just to show you what we have been discussing here in the videos, we have been actually trading ourselves. So minus 17%, that's 17% profit for us. One of the great positions, and a little more lower time frame swing position that we have taken on Bitcoin. Take a look at this beautiful risk to reward again. That's what happens when you are selling when everybody else is buying, right? Here you can take a look at Twitter. Everybody was calling like Bitcoin is going to the moon. Well, we have taken that buying liquidity and we have entered a beautiful short position. As you can see, just today we have taken a first take profit target. This was 3x leverage, so we have went aggressive. Double position size 53%. So shout out to ParadiseTeam VIPs, you guys know, but I've been doing my maximum here as well, ladies and gentlemen. For you free Paradisers that don't have really enough trading capital to join us in the inner circles, I've been making for you more than 30 videos just about this crash, ladies and gentlemen. So I've been doing really my maximum, and I believe we have crashed it together, haven't we? It was a beautiful prediction, but let's go back to Bitcoin right now. Let's understand what's gonna happen next. So first of all, let's go back to our ultra high time frame on a weekly. You know this pretty well, how I've been comparing this price action with the one we had that in 2021. So just very quickly to understand where we are right now, to get you back into the context, we have finished the impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. If you are in our MCP free university, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? The fifth wave, the fifth of fifth, basically was finished with ending diagonal. You remember the ending diagonal already finished with this fifth truncated wave. We have been talking about it, haven't we? That was also the time when we have started to enter short positions and closing everything, because the probabilities after we have finished the ending diagonal just increased heavily. And if you're a professional trader, all you care about are probabilities. When there is loads of probabilities, you go aggressive. When there is just a little probabilities, you are being a little bit more defensive. When there is probabilities best in doing nothing, you are being patient and disciplined with your trading strategy, and you are being sidelined. So the probabilities were there, and we have just went for it with ParadiseTeam VIPs. On the ultra high time frame, I just didn't want you only to check the impulse, the finish of the impulse one more time, but I also wanted to put your attention to this Fibonacci retracement level. And where it is exactly, you can see it's exactly at $85,000, right? This is an important level henceforth, because not only, as we have discussed in the previous videos, this is the support on ultra low, medium and high time frame, but also, as you can see, it's a very important one on the ultra high time frame as well, right? So what can we expect is some kind of reaction from here. You already know that we are targeting $44,000, right? Because after we have finished the impulse, we are about to have a zigzag. So first major target will be at $77,000. You know about that very well. After that, there will be a major corrective move to the upside, and then we will finish at $44,000. Well, and then we will take another super cycle motive mode wave that will take us towards $240,000. But let's not get ahead of ourselves and zoom in towards high time frame. So what we are analyzing right now is basically this section right here. Let me show you this one, okay? So let's zoom in into that. In the previous videos, you have been watching me showing you this level right here. Let me find some video where I have shared that with you. For example, this one just 2 days ago, right? But you know that we have this kind of plan since basically beginning of this price section right here. We already knew exactly what will happen. Up, down, and then I told you we will crash back to $77,000. But just in the previous video 2 days ago, we have been one more time going through it, right? I told you, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to crash this key medium time frame support zone to the downside. And as you can see, we have crashed that perfectly. And how that happened? How is it possible that we had been so confident that it's going to crash from here? Well, because we have zoomed in into this price action on even lower time frame, right? And we have been analyzing the medium time frame precisely together just 2 days ago. In the previous video, we have been going through this one as well, right? When the Bitcoin price was around $97,000, I told you the next move is going to be the third move of the impulse, right? And we are finished at around $85,000. And voila, what's happening right now? Let me move it a little bit. Exactly that, right? And as you can see, we are having a little bit of reaction already just above our $85,000. So that's also the reason why with ParadiseTeam VIPs, we have just took a little bit of profits from the Bitcoin trade, because we are just playing it safe. And the probabilities are telling us this is a great time to take some profits off the table, because we are about to have probably the fourth wave, right? That will help us to go and retest this previous support zone into a resistance. So I might see testing $90,000 to $91,000 one more time, just because of this workout right here. I think it would be a nice level to be retested, because previously we have been liquidating a crypto noob long positions. Now we will be liquidating some crypto noobs short positions that have been opened right here at this important support zone in panic of more downfall, right? So here you can see gambling is not a great approach in trading. You need to have a great strategy, great systemology, and open the trades at the best possible levels, not in panic or fear of missing out, as it happened right here. So after we are done with turning this previous support into a resistance, if we will have a successful bearish retest, we will be looking for finishing this whole impulse on medium time frame by dropping down to $80,000. So that will be basically the finish of the high time frame third wave, right? You remember we finished the first wave, second wave, wave. Now we are in the third wave right here, and I do believe that the third wave will finish at $80,000, the high time frame third wave. Okay, so that will be basically the whole medium time frame impulse. We are also looking for some nice bearish divergence confirmation. If we will be retesting the support right here, probably we will use it if there will be great probabilities for increasing our short exposure with ParadiseTeam VIPs strategically, but we are just not there yet. So we are monitoring the market 24/7 and we will be going aggressive once we have a great confirmations. Right now we are very comfortable with our short positions, making money easily, and we are just waiting for more great opportunities to show themselves in the market. As a professional trader, you are not chasing a trade, you are waiting for the trade to come to you, right? It's like the sniper, it's not shooting randomly into the forest, it's waiting for the rabbit to come to him and then he just execute the perfect shot. So right now we are looking at ultra low time frame. I already showed you this time frame in the beginning of this video. So as you can see, this impulse right here is basically the medium time frame third wave, okay? So both of them we believe might finish at $85,000. As you can see, it's confirmed also by the support we have been analyzing on this ultra low time frame. So ladies and gentlemen, right now we are just waiting for some bullish divergence confirmation. Let's check it if on MACD there is something showing already. And as you can see, we have some exaggerated divergence. I will not be showing you right now on MCP University the one, but as you can see, the price of Bitcoin is making lower lows. However, the momentum is decreasing, right? It's not that strong. That's why we are having an equal low. What does it mean? The bears are getting weaker and there is a chance for the bulls to take over. So for the confirmation to say that with a high accuracy, we are also waiting for the change of trend by going above this moving average trend line, breaking that with some nice volume, then retesting that, turning the resistance, previous resistance into a support, having some double bottom formation on even lower time frame, and then we will be able to say with a high confidence that we have finished this ultra low time frame impulse. So will that actually mean, even though we will have so many confirmations, that with ParadiseTeam VIP original members we will be shifting into buying and opening some long positions? Absolutely not. Why? Because we understand the dynamics from the higher time frames, right? So the dynamics are still in favor of bears. So that's why even on the lower time frame you are just looking for short trades because they are coming with a higher probability. So just to conclude the thing why we have been able to predict with such a high accuracy that this support is going to break, this one right here is going to break, is exactly by analyzing the lower time frame, right? It's basically all working together. What's happening on the lower price section will show up on the higher price section. That's why how we can catch the movements early. And you remember that we have been actually analyzing this price section with the 333 Elliott wave pattern, and we have been able to analyze perfectly that the 333 was concluded by all these waves. That means on the medium time frame this was the first wave, second wave finished right here because here we had the 333, and then we knew for extreme amount of certainty, not total, right? We are not gods, but very high probability that we are about to crash through the support zone. And yeah, it worked again. Perfect. So right now we are waiting for this impulse to be finished. We are waiting for the confirmations. After that we are waiting for some jump a little bit higher. As you remember, I've been talking about this support turning into a resistance. So around $91,000 to $94,000 we can actually retest this lower boundary zone right here. This is exactly $94,000, yeah, and then I believe we will continue in a lower price section. So we will continue in the downward movement because the medium time frame impulse will finish right here at $80,000. The high time frame impulse will finish at $77,000, but the third wave of the high time frame impulse will finish at $80,000, and then we will have a pullback again. And all of this information can be used for trading, and that's exactly what we are doing with ParadiseTeam VIPs, ladies and gentlemen. Also from the behind the scenes point of view, what we can actually see is that we are having loads of selling during this price action. There is no market buying. You remember when we were going to the upside by looking at the footprint of the price action, we have been actually able to also confirm that we are about to have a crash. This one, you remember we have been looking at this together. When the price went to the upside, somebody was distributing the Bitcoin, right? You remember I have been telling that to you 4 days ago. Bitcoin insiders are secretly distributing. I told you that not only we have seen that on-chain data, that the whales are doing these major distribution things, but also in this footprint behind the scenes profile while looking at the order book suite. So we have been able to see that lots of limit sell orders are being filled, but lots of fear of missing out buying was happening, right? That's why I've told you we are about to have a great crash, and we are right now here at that $86,000. What we can see right now is definitely increasement of volume with the price action, which is bearish because you can see the movement down is strong, right? But we can also see that the order book suite is having some big buy limit orders being filled. This is a little bit bullish. We can also see there is some support exactly at that $85,000. This is some whale just placing a buy limit order at the important level. So we can see the $85,000 will be supported well. We have the accumulation of buy limit orders at the moment, and at the bottom we have some panic selling with market sell orders being triggered. So this is kinda great environment for the whales to push the price a little bit higher. So yeah, as I'm saying, there is a high probability that we might be retesting this region right here at $94,000, something like $91,000, $94,000. Turn this support into resistance and then continue to the downside. Of course, this is the highest probability play, ladies and gentlemen, but to make sure that you are being profitable long term, you need to adopt a great trading strategy, okay? So make sure that you are playing smart like a professionals, and I will keep you updated again on Thursday. Cheers!